I want to address something today, and I've received this message in my inbox, and it went something like this. Hey Abdul, I really struggling with remaining positive. You've been in business for 10 years, but how do I remain positive when all hell breaks loose? In order to address this, I want to first address why we experience those things. And it's very normal in life because, especially in business or relationships, or wherever we're going through, it's very normal to feel like, you know what, I'm not getting anywhere, or I'm not where I should be, or I've just lost a client and oh my God, this is panic mode and I don't know what to do and it's the end of the world and I'm really gonna start suffering. How do I pay that next rent, or how do I move forward from all of this? And the normal thing that we tend to do is we run. We run in the direction of this chaos and emotion, and we try to suppress it and try to get on with working. And that doesn't always work, which leads on to my first point. We need to address our emotions, not suppress them. What I mean by address them is get them out of your system. I find having a journal really, really helps me to get these out on paper, to even just to understand it, and to know that it's okay that I'm feeling this way, but something needs to be done. And so, just have a regular little notebook or journal every time you feel bad. And this is a great way to get it out your system, because if you suppress it, what's going to happen? It's going to build up and the anxiety is going to get worse. So the next time something bad happens, it's just going to pile on top of what already happened. And this could cause burnout, and we can lose that passion we have for our business. So always address your emotion, don't suppress it. Number two is going back to your achievements. We've all achieved something in life, no matter how small it is. We've all had that level of achievement, whether it's getting married, whether it's getting that first job, whether it's making that first sale, making that, making some money at least. It's all an achievement, and we need to go back and look at our achievement, whether it's getting a job in a corporate company. And there's so many people who've worked in amazing companies and amazing brands, but when they start out on their own, they find it difficult to stay motivated or believe in themselves. So go back and look at your achievements. The other day I was feeling down, and I feel like this is just, I'm not really feeling as passionate as I should be. I went back and looked at my podcast that I was interviewed on, and I started to listen to it, and I absorbed the energy that I had in that moment in time in order for me to feel better about myself. Number three is, in order to avoid the situation from happening, you need to put a system in place. So look at how can I avoid this situation. Have a little brainstorm. Just put it on an A4 piece of paper, or even just make notes on your phone. Have a conversation with someone about it. Do something where you can start thinking about, how do I avoid this from happening? Because if it keeps coming up and we haven't really done anything to avoid it, it's going to be our biggest downfall. And I'm the first to admit this. There's so many times where I've repeated mistakes again and again and again, and it's just hurt me in the long run. So I always say, have a system so you avoid this from happening again. And this could be as simple as in financially, this could be, okay, I make sure I have saved more, or I save more money, or make a conscious effort to save more money. So if I lose a client, then I've got a bit of a backup there. And this is something that I learned later on. Number four is, look at how you can move forward. It's okay to be in the situation, address your emotion, and have a solution so it doesn't happen next time. You've got to learn to move forward. And this is going back to your plan, or as to why you're doing something and what your goals are. Go back to them and think, okay, this hasn't worked. What are my next steps? Do I keep doing this, or do I keep pushing forward with this thing, or do I pivot and move around or adapt to what I'm currently doing? So make sure you have a plan in place. And last but not least, this is something that I feel like we all need to do at some point in our lives, and this is to acknowledge that fact that we are living in a day and age where there's so much chaos. There's so much going wrong in the world. There's people who don't have food or water on the top of, food or water, the basic necessities we need to survive. And so I always come back to this last point of gratitude. I go back and I pray. And everyone has their own thing, whether it's, appreciating life or going into a walk in the park. Take some time out to just, put your situation aside and just be grateful for what you have in life, whether it's a roof over your head and food on the table, whether it's this amazing trees in the neighborhood that you live, whether it's the amazing friends or the parents that you have in your life. We all have things that we can appreciate. And that's what I like to leave you guys with. I hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments. And if this is valuable to you all, please share this among your friends, or please share this with someone who's having a down day. I look forward to receiving your comments and questions, and I look forward to creating more value for you guys.